Well, Patrick, the jumps title race comes down to the final day again at Sandown Park. Must have been a difficult choice. What runs here with Punchestown just around the corner? Gaelic Warrior is the star turning the Oaksy chase for the team. What are you expecting from him?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's hugely exciting. It's very different than last year. We're going in, nearly over 60 grand behind, and we're going to need a few results. We're going to need the ball to bounce our way. And really, Gaelic Wire is the kind of the main player. He's the one you'd say, he should win. Um, but obviously, he can have his off days as well. But look, 2 miles 6 around Sandown should suit him very well. And if he can turn up at his best, it looks like a good opportunity for him. So we're going to need him. He's our first. That's the first race we have runners in the race, and if we don't get a good result in that, it puts us very much in the back foot straight away. So hopefully, Gaelic Wire can kickstart the day.
When it comes to the select hurdle, you've gone with a single dart in Kit's Bull. Yeah, you have plenty to go at the 6 day entry. What was the thinking in going alone with him?
Yeah, well, look, obviously we were thinking about lossing out, and Willie decided that we were going to keep her for Punchestown. So again, look, Kitzbühel, obviously he ran way too keen with Paul in the 3 mile race at Aintree, so I think you can draw a line through that. Um, and it doesn't maybe look as quite as strong a race. So we're hoping for it that he will get back to the form that saw him win in Gorn and Punchestown. Coming back in trip should be no problem for him, but hopefully he'll settle much better. But again, this is a race, the Skeletons have the good mare. She's had 2 good runs in Aintree and Cheltenham. So again, we're going to need a result here. It's literally every single race is going to be massive for the title.
Suppose you go into the celebration chasing against John Bonnet Sandown, realistic with an Ergamine and Ilate Toms. But what are your expectations? What are you expecting from that pair?
Yeah, well, look, again, there's huge prize money offer here, 175,000, nearly 100 grand to the winner. And look, in Ergamen, if we went over to Punchestown, you're going to be taking on Factor File and Marine Nationale. So look, there's great prize money here, and thanks very much to Tony Bloom for letting us send him here. Ilite Thompson obviously hasn't ran in a year, but he's back in there since kind of after Christmas, and he's ready to rock. He's working well, he's schooled well. And this is a race where, John Bon should be very hard to beat. But there is good place prize money, and we're going to need to be picking it up. We're going to need to be hitting second, definitely third, and a bit of luck. If you could get both, that'd be even better. But again, you are looking at an Ergamen being 11 and Illet Thompson having ran the year. It's easy to see them maybe running below par for different reasons. So again, it's going to be very much squeaky bum time watching it.
Well, that leads us into the Bet365 Gold Cup. Numerically strong. The market says you're strong as well. High Class Heroes favourite. Do you think he should be?
Yeah, look, we love his profile. He loved this nice, good ground, and he's got that novice thing. He was obviously a little bit disappointing in Thurles last time out, but he's got a nice weight. Paul has chosen him. I think he ticks all the boxes. I think he was the obvious one for Paul to ride. A lot of our other horses, are proper handicappers. Obviously, when Alex Kuna won it last year, now he's 4 pounds higher, which so that's not impossible. But 4 pounds extra last year would meant he probably wouldn't have won the race. Dancing City is obviously another fascinating contender, but he has to come back from a bad fall and B, a bad run in Cheltenham. So there are question marks with him. Grange West ran a blinder in the Grand National, has to give away an awful lot of weight, but it's just interesting, with obviously he's better off with nearly half the field because they're out of the handicap. So that's an interesting swing on it. It makes it a fascinating contest in that regard. Lombrond, I think, could be overpriced. Again, he's got the nice profile. That novice, I think he's unexposed going up to this trip. Rachel Blackmore's on board, and he's in the handicap. He's the one that kind of caught my eye of our bigger prices. Obviously, Clark Kent has to have a big chance after his run in air, but again, he's out of the handicap. Chosen Witness has to bounce back. Again, he's a horse that we would have thought one of these kind of races was within his grasp. But again, even if we don't win this race, we need to be filling the places. We're going to need to be picking up 30 or 40 or 50 grand minimum. So we won't just be watching who's winning. We'll be counting back the field as they cross the line.
Sounds like it's going to be a big team effort to keep abreast of everything tomorrow, scores-wise. I'm sure you have your calculators, etc. Final question, you've had some brilliant days. I mean, Aintree a few weeks ago, the best of the best. But how much are you able to enjoy an afternoon like this when there's sort of sustained pressure and you're not in the thick of it yourself, you're not riding?
Yeah, I'm not riding over there on Saturday, but I'll be there on the ground, so that'll be a little bit of a different experience. And yeah, no, I think this is, this is it's a little bit different than Cheltenham in that if it doesn't happen, we've given it a great shot. We didn't expect it to happen going into Cheltenham or even going into Aintree, so it's kind of a free roll of the dice. I think the Skeletons are enjoying it as well. And look, I get on really well with Dan and Harry. And if we don't win it, I'd be delighted to see them win it. It'll be a friendly bit of rivalry, but we're still going there to win.